Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and today we have another case that challenges the idea that legalization sent the magic safety fairy and just bing, made everything sunshine and unicorns. Today we are going to talk about the second death attributed to an erstwhile back alley abortionist named Dr. Milan Vuitch. Vuitch had been openly practicing abortion in Washington, D.C. prior to legalization. He was deliberately provoking an arrest so that he could challenge the law. Now, he did not manage to get the law overturned. However, he did manage to get the way it was interpreted changed. It became contingent upon the prosecutor to prove that the abortion had not been medically necessary in the doctor's judgment, rather than having the abortionist with responsibility to prove that in his judgment the abortion was medically necessary. So Vuitch became a huge abortion rights hero. If you Google him, you will find these hieroglyphic obituaries about just what a wonderful blessing he was to women. Well, he was not such a blessing to 32-year-old Jeannie English. She went to his practice on January 12th of 1980 for a safe legal abortion. She did not know that he had been operating his clinic without a license for 2 years, and she probably did not know that he'd been responsible for the 1974 abortion death of 17-year-old Wilma Harris. Vuitch himself administered general anesthesia for Jeannie, and she never woke up. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she died. Vuitch eventually settled out of court with Jeannie's family for $150,000. When Vuitch was investigated, it was discovered that he kept patients overnight in his home, which was, of course, an unlicensed facility, in an area which he designated the Annex. And inspectors also noted violations of medical standards regarding sanitation and anesthesia. And he admitted during another case that he'd lacked hospital admitting privileges since 1963. So evidently this guy's behavior changed with legalization, because he opens the Annex and starts taking patients there overnight and getting sloppy. Why? Well, no risk now, is there? And despite the deaths of these two young women, one of them just a teenage girl, he's a hero. And he's one of 3 abortionists I know of who started out as criminal abortionists with clean records, no patient deaths that I could find attributed to them, who went on each to kill 2 patients performing the supposedly safer legal abortions. The other ones are Jesse Ketchum, responsible for the egregious malpractice resulting in the deaths of Margaret Smith and Carol Shawner, and then Benjamin Munson, who sent Linda Padfield and Yvonne Mesteth home to die. Ketchum, for some reason, is not. Could be because he was actually convicted of murder in Margaret's death. They tend to throw them under the bus when there's a conviction. Munson, because he was fairly openly perpetrating illegal abortions, and we need to make this legal and safe. We need to make this legal and safe. We need to make this legal and safe. And as soon as it was made legal, he made it less safe. But Linda Padfield and Yvonne Mesteth, grist for the abortion mill, ain't no big deal, I guess, as long as the fetus is dead, and it was. So everything was good as far as the abortion lobby's concerned with Vuitch, Ketchum, and Munson. Like I said, 2 of the 3 absolute heroes. Google them, and 99% of what you find is going to be abortion rights activists just gushing over what wonderful men they were and what a huge boon they were to women. You won't hear a word about the actual women.